right?
But I would be so embarrassed because I don't run, right? If I
Yeah,
was single and like I join a run
Cats.
club, I'm trying to talk to somebody and I'm out of breath and I
Yeah.
can't even like talk. Like,
Yeah, you do one of
my
these.
name is. Hey yo, okay,
Hey, yo.
we gonna start in 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Bar.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to episode number 3. Episode 3. I'm gonna be your bartender today. My name is Mar. To my left, I got.
It's Lloyd.
And today we are drinking our good old friend, our old reliable 1800 tequila.
Oh.
The 1800 tequila. Tequila baby.
Tequila, baby.
There should be a tequila baby song.
I know.
Tequila baby.
Yeah, we gotta have someone
Tequila
make a song
baby.
about us. That's a catchphrase.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a shot of this first to start it off.
Sir.
But before we take that shot, we're gonna introduce our proud sponsor for today's episode.
Yes, sir.
Sponsored again for season 2.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the homies at Russell Brewing Company
Oh, yeah.
for hooking us up for some more beers to try. This one on tap today is the Honey Lager. And I love this can. I don't know if you guys can see,
Beautiful.
but it's like honeycomb. There's like bees on it and stuff. It's beautiful.
Love it.
But yeah, we reached out to them again this time around, and they were more than happy enough to provide us with some beers for this season. So you guys will be seeing more of that throughout the episodes. We'll be drinking some more Russell. But yeah, we love Russell.
We do.
We love Russell.
We love Russell a lot. We love their beers. We love what they're doing for the community. So I really hope you guys, go support.
Yeah, go check them out.
Local, they're in Surrey. So if you're
Yeah,
in Surrey,
if you live out in Surrey, if you got the time, go check out their brewery. They've got games.
yeah, they have games. They have a bunch of nighttime things you want to do. Hell yeah, the beer is beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
good. And we're not just being biased because they sponsored this episode. Like, it's actually good.
It's actually really
good.
And
Yeah.
they kept their own formula ever since. So
Yeah.
don't stop what you're doing, Russell. We love it.
We love you guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this one is a honey lager. It is a sweet and crisp barley nectar featuring the work of local Surrey honeybees. Ooh.
Yes,
Even the bees are local.
Yeah.
We added a variety of light and toasted specialty malts, Czech hops, and 10 kg of honey per brew. Pleasant aromas of toasted bread and caramel, as well as subtle floral flavor, are met with a light and drinkable body.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Honey.
Do you pronounce caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
Caramel?
Yeah.
I know there's like some people that say caramel.
I
like,
know
what the
I know one family that says caramel, and I'm like, ugh. Why do you say
You
caramel?
trying to be fancy and
Yeah,
shit?
it ain't that fancy. Caramel.
Caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try a sip of this.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Ooh. Oh, that's really good. It's really light.
Oh yeah, that's really light. I like it.
I like that a lot.
I like that one. It's not too crazy, where it has the very beer bitter taste.
Yeah.
It's a lot more smoother, and obviously the honey.
The honey helps a lot.
If you saw last episode, we love honey Jack,
Honey.
especially honey.
Honey.
Dude, get out of my head. Oh yeah. But yeah, Russell, I love what they're doing. I had a talk with Sue. Shout out Sue from Russell.
Shout out to Sue.
Had a good talk with her. Amazing. I love what they're doing for the company. You know, they're there for the people. We have a lot more beers to taste, to show off for you guys. So hope you guys can support them, support us. It's all love.
Yeah, man. Go give them a follow on Instagram,
Oh,
Russell
yeah.
Brewing.
Oh yeah.
Go, check them out down below. And if you have the time, go check them out like in person. Like we have yet to actually like spend a full like night hang out there, but Lloyd's been there, like Andrew and I have been there like the last time, and it's a vibe.
It is a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Like at their front table, front desk, they just have a bunch of like board games.
Yeah,
and,
like card games and stuff. Yeah.
And it's like you just get to play games.
Yeah, well, you have some great
and drinks.
Enjoy some great beers.
Yeah.
And I know they host like their own like game nights of like trivia and like I don't know if it's karaoke, but they have like other game nights there.
Yeah.
So if that's what you're into.
They also have a fucking running club. So why not join it? You get to work out with some beautiful people, fit people. And then later on you get to
enjoy a brewski.
Little brewski.
Okay, but why is it all of a sudden we're hitting this age and everybody just thinks they're a runner now?
Dude, because running clubs are the new like dating apps.
Really?
Yes.
Is that how you meet people now?
Yes. Like fit people.
Oh, so if you want to meet fit people.
Yeah. Because like there's a time where like you guys take a little break and then you guys get to talk.
Like mingle and stuff.
And like see who's there. And like majority of the people are fucking attractive. Like they're fit. They have a nice body. And like last episode we talked about, like
physical appearance.
Appearance. It is important. So it's like, why not start there? You already know. Right?
But I would be so embarrassed because I don't run. Right. If I was single and like I join a run club, I'm trying to talk to somebody and I'm out of breath and I can't even like talk. Like,
yeah, you do one of these.
My name is.
You do one of these. Yeah. So like, how was your day? Like hands on knees.
No, that's crazy. No, yeah. For me personally, I don't think I would start there.
No.
But I mean, if you're a fitness person, I guess a rowing club is a great place to start.
It is. I think so. So damn, it'd be a great place. But yeah, shout out Russell. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video.
Yes, sir.
Giving us, some brews to try. Again, we love what you guys are doing. So
yes, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The packaging for these cans, is like on another level. Like here, I'll bring it closer so you guys can see.
Gas them.
Oh, you can't even see. My hand's covering it. But
it's good artwork.
It's kind of blurry.
We have a lot more to show you though.
But yeah, it's great. It's great. Like look at the details. Oof. And every one of their beers is like themed, kind of like that.
Yeah. It has a meaning.
Yeah.
It's not just a beer.
Yeah.
So what Sue told me is that it's not just a beer. They do have a meaning behind every beer. They have a purpose with every beer. And that's what we love. We love that because we want a purpose with whatever we want to do, especially with this podcast. So
yeah.
Love it.
We love it. It aligns with our values. Yeah. That's why we love Russell.
So,
and hopefully someday we'll have one of them on to talk more about it.
Yeah, hopefully. And we also talked about doing some giveaways. So, get us to some likes and
y'all want some? You want some beer? Some free beer to try?
Some free beers.
Who doesn't want some free drinks, man? This guy knows everything about free drinks.
Yeah. I'll get you some free drinks, brother. Don't worry. You won't have to feel left out. But yeah, if you guys love it, like this episode, like, subscribe, show us some love.
Yeah, man.
And we'll give back to y'all.
Yes, sir.
So, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's take the shot. Let's get into it.
Yes, sir.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, brother.
Ooh. All right, we're going to get into our first segment. As you guys already know, good thing, bad thing.
Good thing, bad thing.
All right, Lloyd, what's a good thing, bad thing?
Let me think.
That you've been going through.
A good thing? I've been working on myself a lot. I've been trying to motivate myself to do more in life right now. This past week I had a bit of a big reflection on my life, and I think it started. I just wanted to start working out again.
Oh, back in the gym?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Back in the gym, trying to get that, summer bod when it's fall. So I gotta wait another year. So yeah, I mean, self-love right now.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing as of right now, and I'm trying to give myself some time to grow out of things and grow into things.
Yes, sir.
I want to try new things. I actually want to try bouldering.
Oh, like rock climbing?
Yeah.
I've been seeing everybody on top of the running thing. Everybody started climbing.
Yeah, bouldering.
And I was like, everybody's either on like climbing or running. Like there's only two of the things, and I'm like, what the hell? Where did this like interest come out of?
Honestly. So that's what I'm on right now. Just self-love.
It looks fun though.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of afraid of heights though.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of heights. I've fucking climbed like some bridges, take some pictures.
Oh, you were part of that like roof-topping phase?
Yeah.
I wish, man. I kind of was, but I didn't get onto anything like too crazy.
Yeah. It was the bridge on Highway 1 that goes onto going towards
like North Van.
North Van.
Oh, the Portman. No, not Portman. The Second Narrows.
I think so. We went under the bridge.
Yeah.
And then there's a place where you can climb and then like climb the fence around it and then go on to like beneath it. I tried that when I was like younger. And like I was like, oh yeah, this isn't nothing to me.
Yeah, that phase was the same phase as like Tumblr.
Yeah.
So everybody's posting like their shit on Tumblr.
Yeah.
And I remember like I had a friend who was obsessed. We were like taking pictures, like go out, take pictures and stuff, right? And this was before like, Instagram was like popping, you like make money off posting and stuff. So like people would care about how their feed looks, and hope to get like some sort of like recognition on the aesthetic, right?
Just for a little.
Yeah. And if you if you follow me on Instagram, you scroll down enough, you'll see some of that stuff. But I remember I never climbed like a bridge. We only climbed like a rooftop.
Yeah.
And even then it was a rooftop that like wasn't that high. Like you could just climb up the fire escape or climb up through like the parking lot and get on the rooftop level.
Yeah.
But I know some people who have climbed like you said you talked like the Second Narrows Bridge. Like I know people who've climbed like the Lionsgate Bridge.
Yeah, that's crazy. I know,
and like that shit is crazy. Like that shit is so high.
It's adrenaline junkies, man.
I don't know. I would freak out if I was in some place that high.
Freaked out too. But a bad thing ain't nothing bad. I'm trying to love life. Nothing bad too far right now.
That's good.
It's all about love right now. I'm trying to focus.
Positivity.
Yeah, trying to be positive.
Yeah.
But again, maybe the weather. Like I don't like rainy weather.
Just the weather.
Yeah.
The fall weather, the cold weather.
Cold weather.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah. What about you, brethren?
For me, one good thing is I'm going to the Omar Apollo concert. And if you know me, I love music, I love artists, and I love experiencing concerts. And I think live music is like a whole nother realm of like enjoying music.
It is.
And I think like me being such a music fanatic, and Omar Apollo is one of those artists that used to be like very underground and like kind of indie, that's kind of now blown up in more of a bigger scale.
Yeah.
Which I think is great for him. Like he definitely deserves it.
Yeah.
And I'm just so excited to see the production of like how far he's come.
Yeah.
Because I've heard this concert, like he's brought in like a creative director, which we know, like or not know personally, but we know because coming from dance, like Keone Madrid, he creative directed like this whole show.
This whole thing.
He like brought in dancers and everything. It's supposed to be like a huge production, and I'm excited to like see that in person. You know, being as a dancer and seeing Keone and Mari like on YouTube, like so many years. So that's what I'm excited about, just to see that, and of course, like listening to Omar's music live, because I think he's a great artist, like a great performer, and I support everything that he's done. And I think for someone like that who's like come up from a kind of more underground scene to be reaching mainstream like media, I think that's like when you know like they made it.
Yeah.
Like if everybody has eyes on them, and if people are starting to recognize like what they're doing, and not just like they're not just like the people that are like, oh, like, did you know about this person? And they're on SoundCloud or whatever. If like everybody knows who they are, then that's like, you know, it's
a
great
big thing.
Yeah,
it's a big thing for them. And it's so crazy to think that over time, you know, you see them grow, especially when you
with the
listen
artists
to them for the beginning, and you see them grow. It's like, holy shit.
That's how I feel also about like Bryson.
Yeah, Bryson. And the same thing with like Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
When I first started like listening to Frank Ocean, I listened to him for like the jump, you know, and then now where he's at, he's changed so much shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, just excited to go to another concert, because I love going to concerts.
Yeah.
Even though they're expensive, I love going to concerts. I love being in that environment, just hearing them live.
Hell yeah. It's
just
a different
like,
experience.
It's definitely different. And it's a lot different than just like, you know, if you listen to them on your phone. Like, I think how an artist performs at their concert can make you either like them more or less.
Yeah. Because I've been to like,
You know what I mean?
there's concerts where it's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, it's like
you're not really
you're not performing, you're not singing, you
like,
know.
you're not that great. Like,
yeah, but there's some people out there that are like that are great performers like live,
yeah.
and it makes you like appreciate what they do more, because if they can do that, like then they can obviously, like, them mixing a song and creating a song you listening to on your phone that's already like a big thing too.
Yeah, 100%.
Because that's how I felt when I there's one artist, I think it was Umi. I went to go see Umi in Portland like a few years back, and I've been an Umi fan for a while. Like, I've listened to her music, and it's come up, and to me she's more of like a B-list artist. Like, not too many people know her and whatnot. And seeing her live at that concert in Portland, it just made me appreciate her music so much more.
Yeah,
because like she can sing, she was dancing, like the production was on point. It's like whole performance, and yeah, I think it's great. And for those artists that like that are big but they don't know how to perform, like it feels kind of like a letdown, because like you go there to see them perform this song as if you're hearing it from your phone, right? But then it doesn't match up, or it's like not on par as to what it is, and you're like what is this?
Yeah, 100%.
Like that's how I feel about when I've seen like clips of, like, Party Next Door.
Oh yeah,
live and stuff. I heard he's not like a good person to go see live.
No.
Because like obviously his music's like bangers. Like he writes like these
really
good songs.
I love Party Next Door, but like I heard a lot of like people say that he's not a good performer.
Yeah, he's kind of just like, it seems like he's just kind of on something. Yeah, and he's just vibing like with a drink, and he's the backtrack is just playing. He's not even like singing or anything.
Yeah, he's just saying the ad libs.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but what about a bad thing?
A bad thing this week, I feel like the routineness of like the day-to-day is like getting to me. Of like doing like the same thing every day.
Yeah.
You know? And sometimes I feel like I wish I could be doing something more dynamic with like work and things like that. But I understand that, you know, this is my routine.
Yeah.
And I just have to like kind of suck it up right now. just to like to get by.
Yeah, it is what it is right now.
You know? But sometimes you're like, oh, I wish I could do something more. And I know you can like branch out and try and push for something more, but sometimes it's like not within your means, like to just like
you're stuck right now.
Ditch your routine to like try and do something more.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just riding the routine.
You just gotta wait for the right wave to come.
Yeah.
So you can ride it bigger, right?
Yes, sir.
I feel that 100%, man. 100%.
If the world was ending, I wanna be next to you.
Damn.
Dude, Bruno is so good, man.
It's so fun.
I can't believe people thought he was like a one-hit wonder before.
I know. But look at all this
Look
bangers.
at all this shit. He's putting out bangers.
Yeah. So many
bangers. And I would never thought that he would have collabed with Lady Gaga.
Yeah, that's a really good collab.
But that's a really good collab. She's like coming up in like the acting scene, music. Like she's an icon.
I like her music now.
I remember when she was first coming out of music, a lot of people thought she was a guy.
Really?
Yeah. Like they thought she was like a trans guy.
When I first listened to her was Poker Face.
Yeah.
And I was kind of scared of her music video. Ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Carry my. Yo, my mom used to love that song.
Really? Yeah. I think my mom loved that song too.
No, it's so good. Yeah, Bruno and Lady Gaga. The collab we didn't know we needed.
Mm-hmm.
What is your dream music artist collab? Like two people who you would love to see on a track together.
Mine would probably be Omar and Frank Ocean.
Oh, that shit would go hard.
That shit would go so hard.
Apparently they dated.
Really?
Yeah, apparently they dated.
Well, please date again. Fuck. I would love a collab.
That shit would go crazy.
That would go crazy, especially oh man, like a love song.
Oh,
yeah, that would be so gas.
That would be so gas.
What about you?
I think for me it'd be Janae and SZA. Because they're both very like spiritual people.
Yeah,
and the way that they sing, I think would just like complement each other very well.
Yeah, the transitions.
Yeah.
Oh
like,
man,
I don't know what it is, but like when SZA, like if you listen to SZA's songs and the melodies that she comes up with, you're like, this is so like abstract and like not normal.
Yeah,
but it's so good. Like it's so unique and it's so like her runs and shit.
Crushing, bro.
It's crazy.
Crushing, bro.
We're still waiting on that third album.
Oh yeah.
She said she said it was coming out like last year. It's been a year already.
Come on.
SZA, where you at?
I need it.
We need it right now. You dropped like one single, and that was it. It's not enough. I need more.
Yeah.
I need more.
I need more. Fuck, dude.
Yeah. SZA and Janae for me, I think, would be so far.
That'd be a crazy collab. Yeah.
How would you feel if you ever were to meet those people in person? What would you say? Like if you were to meet Omar and Frank Ocean in like some sort of thing, what would you say to them?
I'll probably just ask for a photo. Like that's the most I can do. Like, oh, yo, like, dude, like I grew up listening, Frank, obviously. Yeah. Like, it's incredible to finally like see him and like, if you fucking talk back to me, I'm like, holy shit, I don't know what to say. Honestly, I wouldn't know what to say. Like, it'd be that crazy.
Just be like starstruck.
Yeah.
Have you ever met like an artist or a celebrity like that?
No, person? I don't think so. I've met like big YouTubers, but nothing too crazy. celebrity wise, I haven't met any like big celebrity.
No.
I wish.
Yeah, I've never really met anybody either. I think I've talked about this before, but I've met like Mac Ayers.
Yeah. I heard about that.
That was very random. In the dance world, there's famous people. There's like Les Twins.
Yeah.
I didn't meet them, but I remember seeing them at the airport, like when I was there, and I was just kind of too afraid to like go up to them.
I met Megan
Megan Batoon.
Batoon. I had a big crush on Megan Batoon.
All the dancers used to have a big crush on Megan Batoon.
And then she was here for like a dance competition, and I got her autograph and like had a picture with her.
Yeah, I feel like dance celebrities are also like pretty big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's like what? There's Ian Eastwood, Brian Puspos.
Yeah.
Like
the whole
Sean Liu.
Oh, Sean Liu.
Fuck, that kid is on another level, dude.
Holy shit!
Like he's just like light years ahead of the game, bro. Like,
fuck, so good.
He's a culmination of so many like artistic things.
Yeah, and
it's crazy. And he's just like this kid, you know.
And there's Andrew Ha.
Yeah, fangirl over that guy so many times too.
Fangirl over Andrew Ha so many times.
Angelo,
I fangirl
Angelo and Mana from Brotherhood. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, bro. He was on the pod.
Yeah,
it's Angelo. Even though we're fucking friends.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, bro. I grew up watching him. You know?
Yeah, that too. Like, I think as dancers, seeing dancers you look up to and then meeting them in person and like, you know, like building rapport with them and like kind of being friends with them, you're like, whoa. Like, I put you on this like such high of a pedestal before.
Yeah.
And I never thought that we could just like we could just like talk and be chill like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Like so Andrew was talking to Scott, and Scott was Drew was mentioning how like there's one guy that mentioned that wanted to like grow in the dance crew, right? And that was me. And then he mentioned my name to Scott. And then Scott was just like, "Oh yeah, that guy, like, yeah, he's good." And I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, I didn't think like these people would like know
who you are.
Yeah, exactly. Same with like Adrian. Adrian like knew who I was, and I was like, "Whoa,
whoa, shit, man!" For those who don't know, Scott is a big name in the dance industry.
Owner of Studio North.
Yes, owner of Studio North and director of Brotherhood. And they've won like every big competition that we would ever compete at. So us growing up, like we look up to them and they come from our hometown. So that's like a big thing. And yeah, for someone like that to know who you are.
Yeah, and I was like, what? I was stuttering when Drew told me that. I was like, whoa, like
that's crazy.
I didn't know that at all. Yeah, shout out that.
Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to Studio North. Shout out to Scott.
Shout out Imagine One.
Oh yeah, shout out to Imagine One, Jerome.
Knights is under.
Yeah, Knights under that one now.
Imagine One right now.
Yeah, it's crazy because if you think about it, Knights has never been under a studio.
Yeah.
Like we were kind of like free agents.
Yeah, exactly. And thanks to Jerome, like now we can finally be under.
Like we have a home.
Yeah, I have a home.
Which is great.
Mad love. Yeah, man. Right.
Okay. So first question is, what are some bad habits that you have and that you are like hoping to rectify and like get rid of?
One of my bad habits are sometimes I can be lazy and get too comfortable in like my situation, but I know I'm way too comfortable right now. But at the same time, like in the moment, like it just happens.
Yeah, you don't want to do anything.
Yeah, you don't want to do anything right now. And like I hate that I can't focus on what I want to do in the moment, but it has to be done. It has to be done. I think that's my biggest fucking setback. Sometimes it can lead to being lazy or perceived as lazy.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a lazy person. I'm just sometimes I could just not I can't understand the circumstance of what something is in the moment. You know what I mean? Like the height of how important it is to like do something.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So then it's perceived as I'm lazy because I don't.
You don't want to do it right now.
Yeah, I don't want to do it right now because I don't know the value of it right now. Right. So it's like that's probably one of the biggest things for me.
I get that. I think that it's okay to be like quote unquote lazy. You know, have time to yourself, just relax, wind down.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I mean, if there is something that needs to be done and there are like outside factors relying on you getting that done,
Yeah.
then I understand where could be perceived as lazy.
100%.
I totally understand. And that's the same like even in my workplace right now, like a lot of the things that I do is reliant on like other cross functionals. Like they rely on me for things to get done. So like obviously I have to like get shit done in a timely manner to make sure that they can get their stuff done. But outside of that, like just being at home and the things that you like want to do, I think it's okay to have your downtime.
Sometimes like I just want to be like I just want to just do nothing.
Yeah. That's always a good thing.
I don't want to feel guilty of being
doing
lazy.
nothing. Yeah. I think it's worse when you do nothing and then someone calls you out for doing nothing.
Yeah. 100%. It's like, what did you do all day? I'm like, I just really wanted to relax.
Yeah.
And
especially if you had like a long week or something, like, and you don't want to think about other things and kind of just like recharge. Like, I think that's okay.
Some people don't know the extent of like what you're doing.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah. I think there's people that like, that are so in that hustle grinding mentality that like the moment you're not doing anything, to them it's bad.
Yeah. 100%.
So then they're calling you out because they think it's bad because you know.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What about you?
In terms of bad habits, I think it's kind of like procrastination.
Yeah.
It like ties in with that laziness, but it's more of a sense of like, okay, like I know I have to get this done, but let me hold off and do it later. Like I'll have time to do it later, but then I'll wait until like closer to the deadline to get that done. And I don't think that's good. I don't think procrastinating is a healthy way to go about your day. Like I think it's better to plan it out and really time manage like the things you want to get done rather than just leaving it to like the last minute.
Yeah.
It's okay to like not want to do anything, to be lazy. As long as like say if there is something that needs to get done, like at least set a time limit for yourself. Yeah. For like I can be lazy for this X amount of time, then I'll get back to work. I don't think it's good to like procrastinate to the very last second to rush yourself and get it done. I mean, yeah, if you can get it done and like in that rushing time, then that also shows that like, hey, you can like get things done like super quick. Might not be of best quality, but at least you can get it done. But I think it's better to, if you are going to procrastinate, at least set a time limit of how long to procrastinate for.
100%.
Because I've caught myself so many times, even like during school and stuff, like finishing papers and essays and things like the night before, like it's due.
Oh yeah.
And even now, like sometimes I'll wait until the last second to get stuff done because it's like, oh, I can do it later. And then when it's creeping up on you, when the deadline comes, you're like, oh shit, now I got to get it done. And you're panicking.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're just trying to do whatever you can just to finish.
Yeah.
So yeah, it isn't a great thing, but you can be lazy for a little bit. Just know where you're at. Just know where you're at.
Yeah, I think as long as you're aware that you are being lazy, as long as you're not keeping yourself in that space for like a little bit too long, then it's okay. Like being lazy, doing nothing is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like you deserve some time to yourself to do nothing, especially if you've been working hard.
Yeah.
But like set a time limit for yourself. Because otherwise if you're stuck in that zone of being lazy, like you're gonna carry on that mindset.
You're never gonna grow out of it.
Yeah.
Because you're too comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So with that, is there something that you would like in terms of your routine right now? Is there something that you would change? That you would like to change if you could?
Yeah. I would like to change. I want to be more like I want to do a little bit more with my day and plan it out with my day. Because I'm working on myself, but at the same time, there's times where I'm just like laying there and just like
doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling, you know?
The brain rot.
Yeah. And it's like it's okay to like do that stuff, but at the same time, like I do feel a little guilty of not doing something to contribute into my life. So I wanna I wanna plan out my day, like when I wake up and just be like, okay, when I don't have work, okay, let's do something. Instead of just like waiting for later on to go work out or, try to fill my day a little bit more. That's what I want, what I really want to work on. Fill out my day a little bit more.
So that you're constantly at least doing
something for myself. That's the biggest thing that I really want right now. And it's hard. It is hard, but
yeah, it can be hard to find like motivation to like find things to do.
Yeah.
Especially if like you're just kind of like in a slump of like routine. You're just, like trying to find outside things to like to do. You're like, what can I do now? Like, do I got to pick up a hobby? Like, do I got to pick up a new hobby or something just to fill up my time?
Midlife crisis kind of thing. Yeah. Like, fuck, should like fucking go bouldering.
Go fucking, let me join a running club real quick.
Let me join a running. Yeah, it's like you want to fill your time in, but like at the same time, you want to do it with the right intention. Wanting to do something for yourself and actually wanting to do that specific thing that you want to do.
Yeah, rather than just doing it just to fill the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I'm in that position right now where that's what I want to try to find and do, because my only hobby is dance right now.
And there's a set schedule for that already.
Yeah. So it's like, I can go take class, but in the meantime, like, what am I doing? What else am I doing when I'm on my free time?
I mean, you got this.
Yeah, I have the pod. I have you guys. So, yeah. So
that's true.
It's mad love, man. What about you, brethren?
Something I would change about my routine. I think I'm kind of in the same tip of like trying to get back into working out, because that was like a big part of my routine before. And before we went on our trip to California, I was like kind of like back into that routine just because we were going to a place, like because I knew we were going to a place that was like sunny and we were going to be like going to the beach or whatever. It motivated me to like go back to the gym a lot more. And then when I came back, like there was nothing to motivate me, you know? So I'm trying to go back into just like going back and being physically healthy again. Because especially not dancing every week, like I don't have the same like cardio, cardio strength that I'll in cardio training that I'll be getting if I were going to practice. So trying to make time to go to the gym and be physically healthy in that way. And I think the biggest thing with that is I think it's easy to make an excuse of like, oh, I didn't have time to go do this for myself today.
Yeah.
Right? But in reality, if you really think about it, like you don't have time because like you didn't make the time to do those things for yourself. Like if it really mattered to you and you really wanted to do it, like you would make the time to do those things.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think that's one of the habits that I'm trying to get out of is instead of saying, "Oh, I didn't have time to do this," it's like, "Oh, I didn't make enough time to do that." Whether that be like I don't know, doing chores at home. Like I didn't make time to clean my dishes or do laundry, or like in my relationship, I didn't make the time to like for us to go out and like spend time with each other. Or for myself, like I didn't make time to go to the gym, and instead of blaming it on I didn't have the time, like time is something that I couldn't control. It's like keeping myself accountable, like, oh, I didn't actively carve out time in my day to go do that stuff.
Exactly.
And I think that's one of the things that it can be hard to like I think a lot of people like grasp their head around because they feel like time is something that is like against them. Like they don't have enough time to do certain things because, the clock's always ticking or whatever. But I think if you change the mindset of like you're in control of the time that you make, then like say we have 24 hours in a day. You're not against that time of like there's only this amount of like hours left in a day for me to do this. Like you have to carve out and prioritize how much time you want to spend for each thing in your day.
Exactly. Right.
So it's really up to you of like how you want to do that. And I think it's very important to really think about like how you're spending your time, because especially when you get older, time is money. Time is valuable. Like how you spend your time is going to really affect like how you live your life.
Yeah.
So I think acknowledging how much time you have in a day and how you can utilize that and maximize it can help. And I get like, if you work an 8-hour shift and you commute home, that's like an hour every day, 2 hours every day. And you only have like 12 hours, 14 hours in your day left. And some of that has to go towards sleeping. Like really prioritize like what you want to spend your time on.
Exactly. I agree with that 100%, man. You gotta really prioritize things that you don't want to prioritize.
Yeah.
Like it feels like you're like, fuck this. But at the end of the day, like you're human. You're human. You have feelings. You have a certain capacity of being a human and how much you can take. But you know what? Like you just gotta set that boundary for yourself and really learn what like your body needs and what your mind needs, your heart needs. So it's always like a learning process with all these things at the end of the day. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that 100%. And like maybe lazy is not the perfect word for it, but you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, it's fine to just like maybe it's like personal time.
Yeah.
Like lazy is under personal time where you can kind of like do what you need to do to recoup and recharge before you have to spend that time into other things.
It's okay to be a little selfish.
Yeah.
A little bit selfish and just do whatever you fucking want to do.
Yeah. If you want to spend your only day off like laying in bed watching Netflix,
okay. That's your one day that you can do that? Fuck
do
it. Do it.
If that's what you need to recharge, do it.
Exactly. Just don't make it a habit.
Yeah, if you do that every day, then that's not healthy.
Then that's not healthy. Like if that's the only thing that you're doing on your day off, then no. You got to keep yourself accountable, and you got to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But we're not saying that it's not okay to just lay in bed.
Oh yeah. Honestly, out of my 2 days off, one of the days I want to just
I just want to
lay in bed and do nothing.
Watch videos.
Yeah.
Play some games. Like it
That's
is what
fine.
it is. It's valid.
Yeah. I think for me, like in my weekly routine on my 2 days off, it's like one of them is definitely some time for that. And then another portion of that time is for like doing chores around the house, like cleaning and stuff, because that's the only like time that I'll have for like a full day to do that. And then another one of those days is like obviously like to spend like time with my girlfriend, to just like that's like date night or date day or whatever. Because like I work like a full 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, so I don't have the time during the week to dedicate all that, to her.
Yeah.
So I dedicate like one day of my days off for that, for us to just, do whatever we want to do.
I love that, man.
I think that's important.
It is important.
Like I saw this thing on TikTok where it was like, if you're in a relationship, there's like the 2-2-2 rule. So every 2 weeks, you set a date day for just you guys.
Yeah.
Every 2 months, you set like a long-term vacation.
Yeah.
Or something like that, just so that you guys can get away.
Yeah.
Every 2 months. And it's like every 2 years, you can do like something grander.
Yeah.
Than that.
Like an extravagant vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. Like, you gotta learn to date your person still, especially when it gets comfortable.
All right, we're gonna start our last segment of the night.
Our last segment,
the drunk segment.
It's
bar confessions time.
Bar confessions.
Of course, this is a segment where we pull a thread or post from Reddit and just read it out and
give a hot take.
Give a hot take about it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so this one is from Reddit user beautiful_aid_2935. My boyfriend won't let me post on my social media unless he's in the pictures. All right, so I, 18 female, have been dating my boyfriend, 18 male, for about 4 months. He's my first serious relationship, and I really love him. Last night, we were talking about his previous relationship, which lasted 2 years, and the reasons they broke up. One of the reasons was that his ex would post pictures of herself on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat, which he felt she was doing for male attention. While I understand his point of view to some extent, depending on the type of post and the intention behind it, it still felt a bit off to me. So I asked if he was comfortable with me posting on my social media, something I've been doing long before we started dating. He said he wasn't because other men might see the photos and think I'm available. I tried to explain that for me, posting is a way to express myself and share my personality with my friends. If I feel good about myself or my outfit on a particular day, I like to share that, not because I want the attention from men. In the end, we came to a compromise. I can post, but only if he's in the photos with me. I'm curious to know if other people have similar experiences in their relationships.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so how would you feel if your woman's is posting pics while you guys are together?
I mean, at the same time, she said that she was posting before him, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I was attracted to that. But for me to be like jealous now, knowing that she has done it, is a little selfish. I would say, yeah, like you're allowed to like post whatever you want. It's your body. But again, you guys made a compromise. So now you can't just be like, oh, I made a compromise just so he can be okay. No, you're supposed to make a compromise because like this is what you both want.
Yeah.
And if you really didn't want that, you should have expressed it to him at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? So a compromise isn't really a compromise if you're just doing it for him and his, I don't know, his.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like a compromise, you're meeting in the middle for both parties. Like you get a little bit of what you want,
Yeah.
and he gets a little bit of what he wants.
Yeah.
So in this sense, like, yeah, you still get to post, but for him, it's like he's in it.
Yeah.
So that's where the compromise is. And I think if you guys come to that conclusion, then you should respect that.
Yeah. Then you can't turn back on it.
Yeah.
Right. But I get what she's feeling, and just like you should be able to do whatever you want to do, social media or not. He shouldn't be able to control you and be like, you can't do that. That does come down to like being very jealous and possessive or controlling or whatever it is. But I think he needs to learn that like you're a human being, even if you're not doing it for male attention. You gotta,
like, you want to post.
Yeah, you just want to post. You know,
there's no ulterior motive there to be getting all these likes and things from the other guys. It's like you just want to post it for you.
It does come from like a place of insecurity.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay, but like, how would you feel if your girl is posting scandalous pics? Like, what if her thing was like posting like her in like bikinis and skimpy outfits and shit before you guys met, and then she's still doing that while you guys are together? How would you feel?
If she's doing it before me, there's no place that I can be like, yo, just stop doing that shit. Because now I know. Like, I know what I'm getting into.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's the same thing with like the OnlyFans thing that we talked about last week.
Fair.
Right? It's the same thing. Like, I know what I'm getting into. If I really want to be in it, I can't just be like, yo, can't do that. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
You can ask it, but you need to have the option of either wanting to stick around or you don't. This is what you want or you don't. And that's, you gotta stay true to yourself at the end of the day. But I don't know. Obviously I wouldn't want my girl to be like posting that in the first place. So I would make that boundary. Right?
Yeah.
And if that's what you want to do, then I'd just be like, okay, like, what do you really want to do then? Is it going to be worth going through this trouble of potentially like doing something to our relationship if it means something to you? It's like, okay, then go do it. Go do it. But don't expect me to be like okay with it.
Yeah.
When I express how I feel.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
And that goes for both parties, you know.
Like, you guys got to come to a compromise between. If he's not okay with it, then you got to tell him like, okay, I'll just post like whatever, like nothing that seems like I'm getting like I'm thirst trapping.
Yeah.
For the guy attention, because if it's like if the posts that she's posting are like thirst trappy, even though they don't seem to be like in her eyes, then to him it's like, okay, well, why you need to post this? And all these guys like hard eyeing your picture for, you know. And I don't mind if my girl posts like a picture, like she's pretty, like I get it,
Exactly.
but if she's doing it constantly just to get the validation from other people, like other guys, and that's when it's kind of like,
yeah. I mean, hey man, like, you wanted a pretty girl, other people are gonna think she's pretty too. You just gotta play the game.
Yeah, I think that's too. Like, if you're very insecure about other people like hitting your girl up, like you should know that you picked somebody who's very attractive, and other people are gonna find her attractive too, not just you.
Can't be mad.
Can't be mad.
Obviously, you could just be like, "Hey, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like, well, why? Like, what they say? You can question it, but it's like you got to be stern in yourself to be like, not gonna do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Like she's with you for a reason.
Yeah, if she didn't give you anything like bad to like think about, then yeah,
Yeah.
I have nothing to worry about.
How would you feel if, like, say you post like a beach pic, like a thirst trap, or maybe like a progress pic at the gym, right? And some random girls be like liking it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
How would you bring that up to your partner?
I would. This happened to me once, or yeah, once, and I just say straight up, like, yo, like this person liked my picture, or they hit me up, they DM me, and then it's their reaction now to be like, oh, what the fuck? Of course, like I'm gonna be like transparent with like the whole situation. I'm gonna show you like who it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like there's nothing to hide because I'm in a relationship. Like I'm not that kind of guy, you know? So I don't know. I'll just bring it up straight up. Like I know there's some times where it's like I don't notice it and people have like DM me and then I'll bring it up like maybe like a week after, like 2 weeks after. I understand that it might sound or look weird. Like, why didn't you just tell me from the jump kind of thing? But
Yeah.
it's like, you could see, like, I didn't do nothing. Like, there's proof. I didn't message. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
And then right when I found out, I told you, you know? I think it's just the whole thing about being transparent of who's trying to talk to you and who you're talking to.
Yeah, yeah.
That constant communication. Like, you shouldn't just give up on that because that's what builds relationship. Communication.
Communication
100%.
is key.
It is key.
It's the big key.
Yep.
Yeah, I get that. Like, if that were to happen to me too, like I would say something right away, like, "Oh, this person messaged me," or "This
Yeah.
person liked my picture."
Did you see who commented, or did you see who did this?
Yeah, yeah. What if you had like an ex fling comment on your shit
Oh, then
or like your shit?
as soon as I find out, it's the same thing. As soon as I find out, I'll let them know because like that's fucking weird.
That is weird.
That is weird.
I
And
think that's weird too.
I would not accept that at all.
No,
Like,
I would definitely. It would catch me off guard. Like, why all of a sudden are you liking my shit
yeah,
or like peeping what I'm doing?
yeah. Especially with like I'm in a relationship. Why you
Yeah,
get a message?
yeah. That shit is like,
Ugh, it's messy.
it is so messy.
Because like I don't want to make like the person that I'm with like jealous. Like I don't want them to feel like insecure because you know of this message of like someone that I was with in the past.
True.
Like I would hate that for myself as well. Like I would hate if the person I was with like did the same thing to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't like that at all. No.
There's this thing that I heard
Mm.
recently. Now that you bring up jealousy, and there's a because people tend to put jealousy and envy under the same, like they mean the same thing,
Yeah.
right? But I was listening to this podcast and they were saying that there's a difference between the two, where jealousy is you wish you had something that somebody else has,
Mhm.
right? Could be that. People think envy is like the same thing, but envy is more like you wish you wish that you had something that they had, but you also wish that that person doesn't have that at all. Like they aren't deserving of what they have.
In envy.
In envy.
Oh.
Like when you're envious of something, like say for example, like somebody wins a lottery.
Mhm.
Like one of your homies wins the lottery. If you're jealous of them winning the lottery, you're like, okay, like I wish I won the lottery. And that's you leave it at that.
Mhm.
But if you're envious of like because they won the lottery, it's because you don't think they deserve that. And you would rather have that.
Wow. I always thought like envy and jealousy. So jealousy to me is more of a emotional thing. Very emotional. Like it could be any circumstance. The example that I would say was it's most jealousy comes from a relationship. And it's like my heart is like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, why are you talking to this guy? Or why are you, giving this guy attention or giving this girl attention? Like that's like from the heart.
Yeah, yeah.
But envy is like more logical, more with like thinking with your brain. I'm just like you think it's just weird to be like, oh, like why? Like you start questioning it with your mind, like, and you put scenarios in your mind, like, how come that person had that? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it could be jealousy. Like you're like, what the hell? Like why him? Like why
Yeah.
pick him? Or why that? Like I get that he's like this, but why can't I have that as well?
Yeah.
It's very like mind controlling of like what you're thinking. You can't really think properly.
Yeah, yeah.
So when jealousy is in the picture, it's just your heart. Like you think something's wrong emotionally. That's what I always thought of envy and jealousy was.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that for me jealousy is like I'm not too much of a jealous person because if there's something that I have like I'm grateful to own that, and like I know that that's mine,
Mhm.
and I know everybody has their own circumstances as
Mhm.
to like how they got whatever, right? Obviously I can be a little bit jealous of like, oh, this person is making more
More
money than
money.
me
Yeah.
or whatever like that, or like they're a little bit more successful, but I don't wish that they never had that. Like I'm not envious in the fact that like you aren't deserving of this, you know? Like I understand there's probably some people out there like, especially probably in like the influencer scene,
Mhm.
like people who view other people and think that they don't do anything and they get all this
Yeah.
like recognition, all this clout and stuff, and it's like I don't think you're deserving of this because you don't work as hard as I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because envy, if I'm wishing like that this person never deserved all this stuff, that I feel like that's very strong, and it's like you're putting all this negative energy
Yeah.
towards something that doesn't need to be like put out there.
Mhm.
Like yeah, you can be like envious of this person of like, oh, how come they're so successful and I'm not, and like I don't think they're deserving of all this stuff, and like I should be being more successful. But if you're putting your energy towards that,
Yeah.
like you could be putting that energy to making yourself more successful.
Exactly. I
You
think
know?
it's envy is more of like a comparison as well.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Like it's you notice how like what you want and then you see it in someone else. Yeah, the same thing. Like you feel like they're not deserving of it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know. It's a hard thing because sometimes like I feel envy in like some people. Like I but I don't think of it as they're better than me. Or it's like
Mm,
they have this because, like I don't think they're negative in envy, but I know a lot of people fucking do. A lot of people think the negative side of envy and be it's more of like the jealousy takes over envy
mm.
because once you start comparing yourself, then that's just where it turns fucking
Yeah,
toxic.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
so bad.
The comparison.
Like you can be proud of someone and be like, damn, and recognize what they have is like really good
Yeah,
and want that for yourself. But to feel like they shouldn't have that, it's so wrong.
yeah.
So wrong.
Especially like with friends and stuff. I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah. Yeah.
if you're comparing yourself to your friends, like yeah, I get if one of your friends is like quote unquote more successful than you.
Yeah.
Like it's okay to be jealous of that, but it should push you to want to be kind of like on the same level as them, rather than wishing that they don't have it and that you should have it instead.
Yeah. And like to question why they fucking have it.
Yeah.
Like it's a dumb situation.
Yeah.
Just be fucking happy for your friend, or be happy for whoever, anyone's success, and then give that a lesson for yourself and try to be better. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah, I think as long as you work on yourself and know where you want to get that goal going, at least if you have that goal set, then you shouldn't have to worry about try to compare yourself where everybody else is if you know where you want to get to. Because then that's where you spiral into this whole like comparison shit, and then you don't think you're good enough and don't feel valued. And
yeah, man, comparison is the thief of joy.
Joy is taken away.
Yeah. Never compare yourself. And I know it's hard. Like, trust me,
it's so hard.
Fucking hard.
It's so hard.
Like, don't think just because it's easier said than done, right? Like, just because someone says it doesn't mean it's fucking easy. So,
yeah.
I've struggled with that a lot as well. You know, comparing myself to other people, having people compare you to someone else. It's gonna happen, but you have to really trust in who you are. And just really believe in yourself. And it's okay. It's okay if you're not fucking there yet. No matter how old you are, it's totally okay. It's okay. That's just the tough thing about life.
And the thing is, like, there is no like. I feel like some people think there's like a checklist of things to achieve to be successful.
Yeah.
And I don't think there is such like a generic checklist of things to hit to be successful. I think that checklist is determined by your own values of what you think is successful.
Yes, I agree 100%.
Like, you can't just copy paste like someone's checklist onto yours and think if you hit their checklist, you're going to be successful too. You know what I mean? Like, I think it totally depends on your own values and what you truly believe in. 100%. Because like sometimes even if you were to try and follow someone else's checklist and you did everything, like, okay, I worked on myself, I did all this, I got the job, I got the money, all that, like, everything should just come. But it doesn't. Then you start questioning, like, I did everything, how come it's not coming to me? Then I think you should kind of reflect back and think, okay, maybe everything that I thought was right is not what's right for my path in life right now.
Yeah. You got to always try to figure out your why.
Your why in life.
Like, that's a very important thing. Just doing something just because. I just reevaluate that.
Yeah.
Sometimes things can change and you might think something is very important, but once things change, you got to rethink it, and it's okay. It's always okay to rethink and reevaluate how you feel about things. There's no straight shot to get to where you want to be or be the person that you want to be.
Nope.
Not at all. It's okay. It's okay. 100%. Everyone's imperfect.
Yeah, we're all just broken pieces trying to walk like together,
Fucking Kintsugi. Yeah. I mean, that's just the hard truth. And no one's ever going to tell you no one can make you believe in this but yourself. That's the hardest thing.
Yeah, you could go trying to seek the right answers from other people, but
if you don't believe it yourself, it's not going to work.
Yeah. You need to internalize all that. Do some introspection, just like reflect back on yourself and like why, like what Lloyd said, the why you want to do things, like what motivates you, why you want to be the person you want to be. Like, once you figure that out, then everything should be a little bit easier. because then you know you're doing it for this reason, and maybe not the wrong reasons. Yeah, man. Okay, but going back to the posting pics thing, I think their compromise is valid. Of post if she's allowed to post pics if he's in it, based on their situation, I think that's fine. And I think for the guy, maybe just, if your girl has been posting before, like, maybe you just have to look into yourself and think, like, am I insecure about, like, her being taken from some other guy that comments on her stuff or whatever? Like, am I insecure of all the attention she's getting?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, then maybe you should talk to her about it. And maybe you guys can work something out.
Yeah.
After that.
You can't work it out if you don't talk to her, man.
Yeah.
You can't figure it out if you're not gonna talk to her about
how
you
can't just
feel.
be fucking Professor X reading her mind.
Exactly.
Because, and I know this as a guy, like, even now, I can't read my girlfriend's mind. Like, I always try to ask, like, what are you thinking about right now? Like, why are you feeling this way? Like, and ask these questions of, like, just so I'm sure and I know that's what they're feeling. So that way I get a better understanding of, like, how to approach it.
Yeah.
Rather than just going in, like, the conversation blind and, like, assuming, And I don't think assuming is a good thing in those scenarios, because then you're making your own preconceived biases based on, like, what you think. And you're putting it onto them just because of what you think. But, that could be completely opposite of what they're feeling. So I think communicate to your partner. Ask them how they're doing. Ask them what they're feeling. And I don't think there's any harm in asking.
No. Because if they truly love you, they'll understand. Just like what this person is doing. She's trying to compromise with you.
Yeah.
Right? Especially if she's been doing it already. She already doesn't feel like she should, but she does care about you, man. So, hear her out, and you have to do your part and reevaluate yourself. Like, you can't just not, you can't just take the compromise and not take accountability of who, like how you're acting.
Yeah.
Like, it just sucks if she's trying to be like, okay, I won't do this unless we do this.
And then you're still acting up like that?
Yeah, and you're just being like, okay, good. Like, it's their problem. You can't put the blame on them like that. Like, that's wrong.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, talk about it. You gotta work it out together and really be together.
All in this together. To know that we know and the stars and I see it.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah. Just like in High School Musical. We're all in this together.
High School Musical.
We're about to take this last shot for you guys. Thank you again for listening to episode 3. It's another episode of Behind the Bar. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends.
Yes, sir.
Share with everybody.
Sir.
Shout out to Russell one more time.
Shout out to fucking Russell, man.
Russell Brewing Company.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. You'll definitely see more of them in future episodes, so stay tuned. And yeah, go follow our Instagram, Behind the Bar. That's with 2 D's, Behind the Bar. And also Behind the Bar on TikTok. We're trying to post more on that too. And don't forget to follow our individual accounts. Lloyd, shout it out. What's yours?
Mine is Lloyd Gunner. No, Lloyd.Gunner.
And mine is MJ3097. Pow. Yeah, go ahead. Follow us if you want to. We're not forcing you to if you want to. It's only if you want to.
But we're fun. We're fun.
Yeah, we're fun. I post like fashion shit sometimes and dance stuff.
post just random shit. I haven't posted for a while, but yo, go follow us.
Yeah,
and
go
then
follow
send
us.
us some fucking messages and just be like, yo,
yeah,
we got a question to talk about.
Put some scenarios if you want us to feature it on Bar Confessions. Put it down in the comments below,
and let us know.
Or
if you
DM
want
us some
yeah
scenarios or shit you're going through, and we'd love to talk about it.
We'd love to.
Yeah,
we appreciate it, and we just want to do this for the community.
Yes, sir.
Do this for us.
Okay, but yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Episode 4
next week.
Hell yeah.
We'll close off with a shot.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers. Ooh. All right, this has been your bartender, Mar.
This is Lloyd.
Peace out, y'all.
Bow.
Bow.